At this point, I knew I would never smoke weed or tobacco or drink alcohol again. And I want to help you get to the point where you know that was for sure my last smoke. That was for sure my last drink. I'm not trying to quit anymore. I have quit. So welcome in, fam. Much love. Trav here. If that sounds useful to you, if you're trying to change, you're trying to improve, you're hanging on to old habits, you're looking ahead to 2021 and you want to get better and you want to get to the point where that was the last smoke, that was the last drink, and start manifesting these amazing things into your life that you know by quitting you're going to open yourself to better energy and better people and better health and better finances. If that sounds good to you, then make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Also, this is the first video I'm recording for my new phone. I got the S20, the new Samsung S20. So if you think the resolution is a little bit better, also let me know. Hit the thumbs up for new equipment. And yeah, sort of beautiful day here. Overcast, winter, fall is coming, and now's a good time to ponder and to think and to get better. So in this video, I'm going to share my own experience of getting to the point where that was my last for sure. I knew I wasn't going to smoke again, and how you can get to that point. Because I see a problem with a lot of people who are trying to quit porn, people who are trying to quit tobacco, people who are trying to quit, is that they're trying to quit. So if you're trying to quit, then you haven't quit. It's generally the things that we try to do, sometimes we do, sometimes we fail. And you're opening yourself up to fail by saying that you're trying. And it's okay to acknowledge, I'm trying to do a hard thing. This is a difficult thing. But as long as you're in the mindset of someone who's trying to quit, you will fail. And you need to get to a mindset of someone who used to do it, but does not anymore. So there'll be a shift in identity. And I want you to say with me, someone offers you, hey, you want to come out and drink? No thanks, I don't do that anymore. Where it used to be, no thanks, I'm trying to quit. Right? No, I'm different now. I'm new. That was the old me. Right? So that's the stage that you're trying to get to. How are you trying to get there? So for me, I just started sort of looking like, man, I've been drinking a beer every night after work for a month. This doesn't seem right. I've been smoking weed or like with tobacco like 4 times a week right now. This doesn't seem right. I start tracking it, and first it's like I'm trying to cut down, I want to wean down, I want to go maybe 5 or 6 days sober a week, and that's all good. And I did that for a while and had to sort of retreat away from people, but I'm still lonely, so I want to go on Friday, be around people, and sure, I'll have a smoke, sure, I'll have a drink, just, you know, I built this social life, right? But over time, it's like, what will happen if I just say no? I started to rehearse it in my head. Someone tries to pass me the joint, no thanks. So it happened, I did it, and that weekend I got reinforcement. To me it was from above, financial reinforcement. Something really good happened in my business. Extra thousands of dollars just came in sort of mysteriously. The timing to me was like, you're on the right path, keep on going. That wasn't at the point where I was, at that point I was sort of sure. You can't be sort of sure. At that point I was like, well, I'm for sure gonna keep going. I wasn't for sure that's my last smoke, that's my last drink. I'm definitely going to keep going. That was a good sign. So keep going, start to see some other things, start to relate to new people, new relationships, new romantic relationships, love. My income and finances keep getting better. My YouTube starts to do better. I'm starting to help more people. I'm starting to feel better. I'm getting better sleep. I'm starting to read a lot more books. I'm starting to work out more. So I'm like, yo, I'm going to keep with this. But for me, I wasn't sure that was my last drink or that was my last smoke ever until, so I quit in June. So I went June, July, August, September, October, last year. June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. It's been a year and a half almost now since my last drink. But I smoked in December. I smoked weed in December last year. So it's been only about 10, 11 months. And I knew it was my last time ever when I felt fucking terrible. Not only did I feel really bad about myself, but it made me feel so anxious and paranoid and sick and horrible. And it's like, why would I ever do this again? So it's definitely, you definitely don't want to relapse and go back to it. But in my experience, going back to it actually is what solidified in my mind that I'm certainly done, because it was such a terrible experience after so much growth and progress. So to translate it to you, however you get there, I want to help you get to a place where you can say, yes, that was for sure my last time. That was for sure my last time smoking. That was for sure my last time drinking. I'm free now. I'm an X. I'm not trying. I quit and I'm moving forward. And the question is, how do you get there? So I think if you can relate to me like me, the first stage is the quitting stage, or the moving away, the giving up of the old, and the creating a void in your life. And the second stage is the filling of the void with the new relationships, with the new finances, with the new impact, with the new income, with the new books, with the new ideas, with the new people, with the new social life. And the final step is the new identity, because our behaviors are always a vote towards an identity. So it's like, I smoke a lot, of course I have the identity of a smoker. So how do you go from I'm trying to quit to I quit? Well, if you try long enough, your new behavior, you're like, my behavior changed. So I'm gonna allow my identity to change with that, right? Every time you do it is a vote for a new identity. And over time, once the identity is established, you look back and you're like, never again. Once the identity is established, it's easy to keep going. Like once you have the identity of I don't do that, it's easy to not do that. As long as you have the identity of I'm trying not to, then you're going to slip up. But just day by day, vote by vote, it's gonna get there. You just gotta keep going and trust that. So I appreciate you, much love. I'm excited for you to share down below. October is sort of coming to a close here. If you did Sober October Challenge, please comment down below how it went for you. I would love to hear. If you didn't do it, but you're like, man, maybe I should, and now's a good time, anytime's a good time. I have a link down below to a free course. It's gonna help you quit any habit, help you build a new life, sort of change the way that you think about this parasitic dependence, reliance on something outside of ourselves, something outside of even what will benefit us, why it'll cure some of the mysteries. It will help you understand how to change. It's gonna give you a structure to quitting and a way to track yourself and hold yourself accountable. So it's free right now. It's still free. Probably keep it free for a little while. So the link to that down below. And yeah, I just want to urge you, if you're on the fence right now, that it's totally worth it. You might have seen my video. I quit smoking weed and the results blew my mind. Not hyperbole at all. I was looking back, even in the last 10 months, so it's been 2 years, I think my net worth has doubled twice in a year and a half. And you know, life's not all about money, but there's not that many things that you have metrics for. So that's one thing I have a metric for, is my income's increased, the money that I keep is increased, the money that I have invested is increased by 2 then 4 times. So that's big. There's certain things that I can't quantify, but I can just tell you, like, yo, your sleep's gonna be way better, your dreams are gonna be way better, your mood's gonna be way better, you're gonna feel better, the sort of people and experiences you're gonna have are gonna be way better. Your ability to learn and reading and be interested in the outside world is gonna be improved. Rather than trying to escape your problems, you're gonna be addressing them. Rather than trying to escape the world into a different mindset, a different reality, you're going to be more engrossed and intrigued in the world around you, the people that are around you, the places that are around you, the history of the world is just going to be a lot more exciting. So I urge you, if you're on the fence, to just try it out. And and also for me to encourage you that it's a lot easier than you think. It doesn't take forever. Like a flip switched in my head pretty quickly after the first sober week. It just got way easier. Even drinking coffee, which is a difficult one, coffee is similar to tobacco or nicotine in its addictiveness. They're more addictive. I mean, some things are more addictive than other. Weed is more of psychological compared to these things, but for me, for coffee, it was only difficult and unpleasant for a couple weeks, and then it became easier and it became convenient. One thing you're gonna realize is it's much easier to be sober than to not be sober. It's a pain to always have to get coffee in the morning. It's much easier to not have to. It's a pain to have to buy weed. It's much easier to not have to. It's a pain to have to drink alcohol. It's much easier not to have to. It's much easier to have that money in the bank to do other things. It's life on hard mode when you have shit sleep. It's life on easy mode when you have good sleep. Life on easy mode when you're healthy. So do it, okay? Link to that down below. Appreciate you, and comment what you think. Just want to say thanks, and hey, we can do this now. That's a new feature that my old camera didn't have. Make the farm videos better, I think. Exciting. Okay, I'm off to breakfast now. Peace out, appreciate you, and thank you.